Hello, and welcome to this Medicare Navigator Bootcamp session on Part D prescription drug coverage. As we have stressed throughout the session so far, original Medicare does not cover prescription drugs. To get coverage for your prescription drugs, there are several options. First, you can choose a standalone Part D program. This would go along with original Medicare or with original Medicare and a Medigap policy. The other option is to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drug coverage. Prescription drug coverage is only offered through private insurance companies. And because it is not an original Medicare option, you have to actively enroll in Part D. In order to enroll, you must be eligible for Part A and you must be enrolled in Part B. Like the other Medicare-based programs we have looked at, there are certain enrollment periods for Part D plans. Your initial eligibility period of 7 months starts with the 3 months before your 65th birthday month, your actual 65th birthday month, and 3 months following your 65th birthday month. Each fall, there's an annual enrollment period. During this period, you can enroll for the first time if you did not enroll when you were first eligible, or you can change the benefit design and or the insurance company. In other words, you can change Part D plans. There are also a few special enrollment periods, which include moving out of the area of your current insurance company, losing other drug coverage such as employment benefits, and there are other less common life changes that can trigger enrollment periods. If you think one may apply, contact us at ADN Medicare Solutions. It is very important that you understand the late enrollment penalty that applies to Part D benefits. Enrollment in Part D is entirely optional. You never have to enroll. However, if you don't enroll within 63 days of an initially qualifying event, there is a late enrollment penalty. The amount of this penalty is pretty great because it's equal to 1% of the national base premium, and it is applied every single month. Initial qualifying events are very limited. First, you've got the initial enrollment period, which is the 7 months surrounding your 65th birthday month. And then losing employment or even group-sponsored retiree prescription drug coverage. Now let's take a look at what Part D plans cover. They cover self-administered prescription drugs. This is by far the largest coverage category. This is when a doctor writes you a prescription, you pick it up at a pharmacy and take it to your own home, and it's self-administered. It also covers some biologics, and this will vary by plan design and by insurance company. And it covers insulin and medical supplies that go with insulin injection. Part D does not cover prescription drugs, which are typically covered by Part B, the kind of medications that need to be administered by a doctor, like an infusion or an injection. It doesn't cover weight loss drugs. It doesn't cover vitamins, nor does it cover ED drugs. Because Part D plans are private insurance, they can offer supplemental coverage that may cover certain of these drugs that are disallowed by Medicare. Because all Part D plans are administered by private insurance companies, you must be aware of how formularies work. Each company has a list of drugs that they cover and how much you will pay in copays or coinsurance for each drug. This is based on the cost of the drug to the insurance company that they negotiate with the manufacturer. These prices can vary greatly, and a drug that is important to you could be very inexpensive in one plan, but very expensive in a different plan. However, this is what they all have in common. Each must have 2 drugs in each therapeutic category. In other words, at least 2 drugs for every type of condition. Each must offer both brand name and generic options. Our enrollment tool and our licensed advisors will take your current prescriptions into account and can help you find the best cost options for any of your current prescriptions. I hope that this session has helped you gain a basic understanding of Part D prescription drug plans. In our next session, we will take a deeper look at the costs associated with these plans.